Hey guys, so let's make some super soft hot cross buns. And we'll start off by adding the orange zest to the flour and the cinnamon. I'm taking the orange zest from the cling film because it's straight off the freezer. I always keep a stash for whenever I'll need some. And we'll proceed to make a well in the middle of the flour and add the salt to the side. I had already stirred the sugar and warm milk with the yeast and left that to activate for about 5 minutes. And now that it's nice and frothy, we're just going to combine that with the dry ingredients and then tip that onto the counter and knead. And so the kneading begins. If this is your first time, don't be intimidated. We're going to have so much fun. So you see how the dough just snapped? That means that there is hardly any gluten that has formed. So we're going to keep on doing this stretching motion to create as much gluten as we can. So I kneaded the dough for about 7 minutes without adding in any flour, and then I added in the butter. And I have to say the dough does get quite sticky, so if you have a stand mixer, you should probably use that. Well, I think I should have told you that before, but if you don't have a stand mixer, let's just have fun with it, shall we? So I found the easiest way to knead the sticky dough is by using the smack and burrow method. Well, that's what I refer to it as. What I do is I smack that dough onto the kitchen counter or whichever surface it is that you're using, and then just make this motion as if you're smudging it on and then pulling it back up and smacking it back on the counter and smudging it down and pulling it back up. And then just repeat that motion for about 4 to 5 minutes. Well, my arms were screaming by the time this was done, but yeah, it's all worth it. And in comes the flour to the rescue. I only needed about 2.5 tablespoons for kneading the dough. Do not add any more because otherwise the hot cross buns will not be as soft. If you have a dough scraper, I highly recommend that you use it. Just try as much as you can not to add too much flour to your dough. Okay, it's been about 5 minutes and the dough is not as sticky as it was before. And if I can just show you how I knead, I hold the dough with my left hand. Well, I'm right-handed. I hold the dough with my left hand, stretch the dough with my right hand, making a smudging motion onto the counter and then rolling it back up and repeating the process over and over again until it passes the window test. Okay, now we're going to proceed to do the window pane test. Wait, I said that it sounds like window pane. Window pane. I don't know how to say this. So what you need